everybody. Nice to meet you. Mike. Hi, I'm John. Ken. Two Kens.
I'm BD Gala.
Hi, BD. How are you?
Good.
Are you right for the Hockey Bucks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you famous?
He's a safe player. You know, I think as long as Ted Nolan's here and this is the style of play, I think he's a guy they see as a safer pick, a guy who's dependable. You know, coaches love dependable players. They love players who they can count on. And I think as they look at this guy, he's the kind of guy they can count on. He's smart. Even though the fans are looking for somebody else. Obviously, it's a good argument that a flashy player that you can really market and sell tickets. I'm sure the marketing department probably preferred the Russian Filatov. I'm sure in a lot of ways they felt they could sell him more than a two-way kid from Ontario, who seems like to be lots of those kids like that. But I just think it's that kind of player just fits what they're about.
It's like a move that GMs would love because he's acquiring picks, he's giving himself flexibility as opposed to the average fan who just wants Filatov.
Right. Well, I think these fans did their homework. They looked at this guy, they saw the penalty minutes, they saw a guy with a lot of penalty minutes, so he has an edge. The kind of guy who, when it jumps over those boards, a rush goes through the crowd. And there's something about that when you go to a hockey game and someone jumps over the boards and suddenly you feel more alive and your heart's pumping and the crowd builds. And he might not be that player. I think they certainly looked at him as a possibility of being that kind of player. But he's no guarantee he would be that kind of player. You know, he's not very big. His size is a bit of an issue there. And there's plenty of good small players.
Filatov looks like he's about 13 years old. I said he looks like he should be in High School Musical too.
Yeah, he got that Zac Efron / Beatle Russian look to him.
Yeah, which makes him very marketable.
That's better.
Yes. Yeah, you great smile and you look great. And
a lot of 12-year-old girls wearing Filatov jersey.
Yeah.
Do you wear the Filatov jersey?
I would, but no. Here we are again.
So you have to think it's surprising that a team with the 5th overall pick, there's at the deep draft, but at the very top 5, kind of all-star caliber players, and to see them pass on that.
Right, because a lot of championship teams are teams who collect very high draft picks,
Right.
And that's how you usually saw. Although certainly Detroit is obviously a little bit different, but those players were, I think, still can't figure out how they got Zetterberg and Datsuk that late. Or maybe I think now, I hope nowadays that scouting is a little more, the evolution's grown more than it was even just 17 years ago. And so maybe those kind of players can't fall the 6, 7, 8 rounds anymore.
Kenny, yeah, go.
Anything else? Can we talk to the classic for a second? Yeah, sure.
Perception may be that league would move the upcoming Winter Classic to Chicago or to Pennsylvania just so that they don't, anger all the Islander fans, even though they've been organizations that have been part of this for a long time. Do you think they're going to actually go right that length?
I don't think so. I think it would be a Yankee Stadium issue. I would think so. I can't imagine. There's no doubt that in terms of a regular season game with buzz, that's right in the top 3 for sure, especially United States. And this is obviously, I think, the league looks at the United States game because obviously they don't need help in Canada. Eventually they'll probably have to give Canada a game every few years. But this is obviously a way to get people talking about the NHL during the regular season. It's the only game this year where people talk about in the United States. The only regular season game was the outdoor game. The ratings were off the charts. They outrated almost every playoff game until the later Stanley Cup final games. And I can't imagine why they would have a beef against the Islanders.
Well, it's just,
I've heard some Yankee fans say they don't want a hockey game in the last 2 years too. I would think that would be more of an issue.
the thing you hear all the time is that it comes down to ratings, and they think the rest of the country don't want to watch the New York game.
Yeah, maybe there's something
like
to
it's a
that.
big enough rivalry that creates enough buzz.
Especially around here, the way they could market it and help a team that maybe is looking to help market something for the year. center for sure. In the outfield.
Subway series. New York, we love it here, but nobody cares in California.
Right.
But I guess from an Islanders fan perspective, how does New York Boston?
But you can't tell me a hockey game in Yankee Stadium. There's no way people would watch. It's not a baseball game.
It's got a lot going for it beyond this.
Right. I mean, Mets and Yankees played 181 games in each of their ballparks, And so, yeah, it didn't really make a difference in a league game, but certainly I think that would be a big draw. I think it would help a team like the Islanders. I think they deserve that kind of break. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be short.
What's with hot competition? Are you a high priest of hot competition?
I am. Yes, I am.
He's kind of like a guru.
Again, I like to have little mascots in my column, and so he's certainly the human mascot. My otter is the actual mascot. Ken.
One more thing.
But yeah, it's a lot of the quirky things about hockey is stuff like hockey and the names and of course the passion. I just love the whole culture of it, and that kind of feeds into it.
Well, now that you're not covering it anymore on ESPN, how long does it take you to write all those great columns?
It's a full week process. Once the column comes out, the emails, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 emails come in, and part of my column is answering emails to get a dialogue. And so that's basically when I get to work for SportsCenter, and that darn full-time pesky TV job gets in the way of my column so many times. I just start going through the emails and picking out, cut and paste. Put them in Microsoft Word and try to keep, and then the caption winners come in when I put the funny pictures up, and the people get such a great caption. It's so funny, and I'm so grateful to have that kind of readership. They're so smart and so funny.
Are you going to have time to do a second book? Because I really did enjoy Jonesy. That was a great book.
I got almost all of Barry Melrose's life on tape, just about, and that was the plan. But now apparently there's going to be a new chapter to his life, and so I wish I would have stepped on the gas when I first talked to him last spring and had it ready now for this fall. That would have been a great time to have it ready. But
and what about something more autobiographical?
Yeah, no, I don't think people don't care about that. But
backyard rink. Just like a how-to book, how to put together
that'd be too easy. But I was thinking about maybe doing a collection of my columns and kind of looking back at them. I was thinking about maybe doing that. But Melrose was certainly someone who I have on tape. And I talked to Chris Drury casually. I think his story is really interesting, and I just haven't gotten to know him yet really to get to that point. And so it's so difficult. It's hard. Writing a book is really hard, especially a nonfiction. I read something on John Grissom. He said, "I wrote one nonfiction book. That's the last one. Fiction's much easier. Make it all up. You make it all up." And this fact checking for Jonesy, that was so hard. And like I said, to have why you write a column, why you have a TV job, it's a lot of work. I'd like to try it again and see if I can maybe manage it better. But it was stressful. You guys don't know how hard it's hard. It's hard. Writing is hard.
Something?
Comedy is hard.
Comedy is hard.
Writing is difficult.
When was the last time you were here in Uniondale?
I didn't make it down to a game this year. I think the last game I was here was Jason Blake's matinee goal against the Penguins. What a phenomenal game that was. Crosby held the puck for 40 seconds behind the Islander net, playing soccer with it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Turnover. Here comes Jason Blake. Boom, goal, and they win. That was a great game. So that was the last time I was down here. But I'll be down this year for sure. I miss him.
Joe says he misses you and he wishes he was here.
I wish he was here too.
Yeah.
I love Old Barns. I went to Pittsburgh for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final and had a great time there. I love arenas like this. And of course Pittsburgh will be gone in a couple of years. And hopefully this will be gone just because of